by placing your feet firmly on the ground and really allowing whatever you're sitting on to hold you. Let yourself be held. Feel the earth underneath you. Know that we're blips in terms of the earth's inhabitants.
Welcome to Self-Care for Despair, an unexpected, unscheduled episode of the Feel Better Every Day podcast, episode 36. I woke up, like I'm sure so many of you did this morning. All through the night I'd been thinking, nope, she's going to catch up, it's going to be okay, and then it wasn't. And in the past, I'd have cried for days. I mean, let's face it, I moved countries because of Brexit. Politics is personal and it is scary. And it's now more than ever that we need to take amazing care of ourselves and of each other. So I hope this episode will help you. I share a trauma-sensitive metta meditation, a simple breath practice, a shortcut to helping you feel better, a way to comfort and soothe yourself, and some of the things that I've been doing this morning and today. And since recording it this morning, I've gone for a swim and I swam my heart out. And I'm just going to encourage you to welcome all of your feelings and honour all of your feelings. Look after yourself and connect with your loved ones, connect with others who are hurting, and just sending enormous love. I hope you find it helpful. And remember, you have so many resources yourself. Don't give in to fear and hate. Let yourself wallow, let yourself cry, let yourself heal. I mean, crying is healing, but also know that there are so many amazing people in the world, so many people who go out of their way to help other people, to care for other people, to save others' lives, like running into burning buildings or accidents. Or this is not representative of the world. And while you're safe physically, do these practices that let your brain know that you're safe and let your whole system know that you're safe. Regulate your nervous system and connect with all of your resourcefulness. You can still thrive.
Welcome to an unscheduled episode of the Feel Better Every Day podcast. Having been up so much in the night, watching with increasing dread and disbelief, I went back to bed and I focused just on connecting with how I felt. I'm over in the west coast of Ireland, so I can only imagine what it's like for so many Americans who are feeling unsafe, literally unsafe. So I thought I'd do something to help people who, like me, are anxious about what it means for the planet, for women, for trans people, for all sorts of minorities, to help you remember that you have more power than you think, that you can self-soothe, that you can work with your own nervous system, that you can support your amygdala, that alarm bell of the brain that feels like it's ringing and ringing and ringing right now. You can bring the prefrontal cortex on board. You can use the vagus nerve to support by sending messages of safety to the pons, the part of the brain that responds and is responsible for like body language and breath. And by working with the breath, by working just with your posture, you will begin to calm the amygdala in a much faster way than by telling yourself what might feel like lies about how it will all work out. And we don't know, but we know that we're wired to feel safe and loved and welcome in order to thrive. And a lot of people right now are not feeling safe, welcome, and loved. They're feeling very afraid. After the Brexit vote in 2016, I cried for days and days and days and ended up leaving the country. I fled England, where I'd been born and raised. I've been born in London and mostly raised in England. And being Indian Irish, I suddenly felt very unsafe. I look white, I sound English, I have an enormous amount of privilege. And yet I just remember how visceral that fear and horror was. And I know that so many people are feeling that at the moment. And I want you to be able to soothe yourself. I want you to be able to support yourself and empower yourself and resist and fight and love and connect and thrive, and start by just noticing how you're feeling right now. So like use 0 as neutral, -10 for the absolute depths of despair, and +10 for amazing. You may be feeling amazing, I don't know. Notice what you're feeling right now and just ask yourself what you need right now. Like if you could do anything right now, what would that be? For me this morning, I went back to bed. I pulled the duvet over my eyes and I cuddled a teddy bear because the cats didn't want to be near me. I decided to do a longer yoga practice. That really helped. And I did that before turning the phone on. At that stage, I was still hoping for a different outcome. And I connected with the breath as I do every morning. And I did my metta meditation. So we'll start there actually with the metta. So you start with, may I be happy and healthy, peaceful and at ease. And just notice for yourself, how do you feel in your body as you say those words, as you wish yourself well? May I be able to take care of myself joyfully. May I possess the courage, wisdom, patience and determination to manage life's challenges. And then you move on to someone you love. May they be happy and healthy, peaceful and at ease. May they be able to take care of themselves joyfully. May they possess the courage, wisdom, patience and determination to manage life's challenges. And then you move to someone you feel more neutral about. May they be happy and healthy, peaceful and at ease. May they be able to take care of themselves joyfully. May they possess the courage, wisdom, patience and determination to manage life's challenges. And then traditionally, it comes from the Buddhist tradition. You would be picking someone you find challenging. If that feels too challenging, choose someone else you love. This is a trauma-informed version. But may they, I'm thinking for someone challenging today, I'm going to go with Mitch McConnell. He could have put an end to all this after the second impeachment hearings and he didn't, but letting it go. May he be happy and healthy, peaceful and at ease. May they be able to take care of themselves joyfully. May they possess the courage, wisdom, patience and determination to manage life's challenges. As I did that, I imagined him being scared. It's metta, we're expanding the heart's electromagnetic field energy. We're taking it outward and then bringing it back to ourselves. But we're remembering that we're all connected, we're all one. So thinking about the place you live, maybe the town, maybe the country, may we all be happy and healthy, peaceful and at ease. May we be able to take care of ourselves joyfully. May we possess the courage, wisdom, patience and determination to manage life's challenges. And then thinking about a part of the world you feel desperately helpless about, not naming any places, but it might be the same one I've been thinking of every day for however long. May they be happy and healthy, peaceful and at ease. May they be able to take care of themselves joyfully. May they possess the courage, wisdom, patience and determination to manage life's challenges. And for today, I'm going to say America. May they be happy and healthy, peaceful and at ease. May they be able to take care of themselves joyfully. May they possess the courage, wisdom, patience and determination to manage life's challenges. And then, so that was my phone that I thought I'd silenced. Okay, so forgetting about any bad blood, sending everyone that you can that wishes for happiness, health and wellness and ease and peace. Thinking about the world at large. And you can pause this. You can do it for as many individuals or as many groups of people that you are worried about. You can do it for different minority groups. You can do it for individual loved ones. But when you're ready, taking it out to the world at large, may we all be happy and healthy, peaceful and at ease. May we be able to take care of ourselves joyfully. May we possess the courage, wisdom, patience and determination to manage life's challenges. And then the most important thing is bringing it back to yourself. May I be happy and healthy, peaceful and at ease. May I be able to take care of myself joyfully. May I possess the courage, wisdom, patience and determination to manage life's challenges. So just take a moment to notice how you feel, how that whole practice felt. I start every morning with metta. I include all my clients, past, present and future, everyone I've ever worked with, everyone I'm going to be working with that day, everyone I'm worried about, everyone I love. It takes a while, and just notice how you feel. I can't imagine life without it. It's been one of the most transformative practices. I talk about it and the others in the book, but metta alone. And also working with the breath. So this really simple breath practice is a way to immediately send signals of safety to the pons, up through the vagus nerve. 80% of the signals go up through the vagus nerve to the brain and then cascade down to the whole system. So we're much better off moving or breathing ourselves into a place of safety than trying to talk ourselves into something we don't feel. So start by placing your feet firmly on the ground and really allowing whatever you're sitting on to hold you. Let yourself be held. Feel the earth underneath you. Know that we're blips in terms of the earth's inhabitants. The earth will be fine. Humanity may not be, but the earth will be fine. Let yourself reach that and connect with that nourishing, supportive energy right now. Let yourself rest in it. And notice what's happening with your breath naturally without trying to change anything. Noticing if you're breathing from the top of the lungs, the middle of the lungs, or the lower lungs. Just make a mental note or a physical note of that. And then getting a sense of whether your inhalation is longer than your exhalation, or if your exhalation is longer than your inhalation, or if they're even. And again, making a mental note of it or a physical note of it. And now this is where, if you choose, you can regulate. You can do something really simple to help yourself feel better. There's real power in the mindfulness, in the being present with what is, with not changing anything. Especially times like today where there's so much out of our control. Building our capacity to be with what is without becoming dysregulated is a really beneficial skill. And being able to regulate is enormously important. So if it feels good for you, aiming to bring the breath down as if breathing from the belly. It's going to take more conscious effort, which is brilliant because the breath is something we're generally unaware of. Anytime we breathe more mindfully, more consciously, we're literally changing the way we feel. We're activating the parasympathetic branch of the nervous system. We're helping our bodies go into that rest digest mode. We're helping ourselves feel safe. We're helping ourselves remember that in this moment we are safe and coming into that safety, that security, that ease and being more empowered and resourced as a result. So I realize I'm talking a lot while encouraging you to connect with the breath, but noticing how it feels to keep bringing the breath down to the belly. You may find it gets stuck in the middle. You may find it even gets stuck at the top, and this is not about judgment. You're breathing fine, you're alive, but for maximum benefits, bringing that breath right down and aiming for a longer exhalation, slightly longer exhalation. So some people like to count. That's why you might count in for out for 6, or in for 2, out for 3. Or simply get a sense of breathing in and then out for slightly longer. Again, it takes that little bit more awareness, so it helps that monkey mind of ours to keep coming back to the practice, rather than like we do a million things when we're breathing most of the time. But by having these, bringing the breath down, having it slightly longer exhalation, we're more likely to notice when the mind wanders, and gently and lovingly and kindly, really, really gently bringing that awareness back to the breath, being really patient with yourself, especially if you're feeling really distressed. But just a few breaths can help you. Doing it for a minute, wonderful. Doing it for 5 minutes, even better. But start where you are. You can do it throughout the day. Just ground, connect with the breath. That slightly deeper breath, that slightly longer exhalation. And notice how you feel. If you want to, you can take your heart rate before and after. It's really interesting to watch it normally reduce. And then finally, for this unexpected special edition of the Feel Better Everyday podcast, we're going to work with the butterfly breath, a way to give yourself a hug. So simply place your hands, crossing them. I realise that some people are going to be listening to this, some are going to be watching it on the YouTube. Crossing the hands so it looks a bit like a butterfly, and gently tapping with one and then the other. So inhaling as you tap with one, exhaling as you tap with the other. It's a way of giving yourself a hug. It's a way of connecting with the breath in a way that feels safe, a little bit of movement, bringing both parts of the brain together, helping with that coherence, that congruence, and just supporting yourself, recognizing you're feeling a bit. I'm not going to go into tapping today. I've got lots of videos on selfcarecoaching.net, free resources to help you tap along to, and the Soul to Soul membership, you have your free resources that go along with each theme in the exclusive membership area. But I am going to just say, if you don't feel like tapping, I know I said that was the last thing, but just tapping on the thymus, tapping the collarbone, it's a way to bring comfort. You may be crying, you may be shaking, it's all good. It's a release of energy. Very gently, just noticing how that feels. And also stamping. Get your feelings out of your body. Know that this is not a normal day. This is not a normal world. Humans are designed to thrive when we help each other heal. There's so much unexpected, like kind of not deliberate trauma in the world. It's incomprehensible that people deliberately inflict harm on others, and it's a painful thing to deal with. So the more you can get out of your body, the more you can release it, you're going to be able to ground, you're going to be able to resource yourself, you're going to be able to resist, you're going to be able to love, you're going to be able to thrive. So for the stamping, again, it's in the book, comes from Olivia Roberts, who I saw at a conference, an energy work conference many years ago in Eastbourne in the UK, and she talked about resolution magic. She used to have very bad migraines, and she used to just get very still and try and not disturb the migraine. And one day she had enough and she just started stomping, go away, go away, go away. And to her surprise, the migraine went away. So she began to research it, and she noticed that especially with things like IBS, a lot of chronic conditions and emotions, it was a wonderful way of releasing it. So I've been doing it for well over a decade, encouraging clients to do it when there are no animals around. Like I've got the cats around at the moment, so I'm not stamping properly. But if you can, really stamp, let it out of your body. Go away, go away, go away. Whatever it is, go away. It's one of those things, sometimes just doing it quickly, you're going to wind yourself because quite energetic. Other times, just the idea of it, it's going to make you smile because you're already processing that stress, that whatever's coming up for healing in you. I am sending so much love to everyone. Do what you need to do. Drink lots of water, eat nourishing foods, act as if you love yourself, act as if you're safe, make yourself as safe, welcome, and loved as you can. Spend time with loved ones, look out for other people who are hurting, and yeah, just sending enormous love. And if you found this helpful, do please share. Look after yourself, and I'll be sharing more at a more regularly scheduled time.
This episode of the Feel Better Everyday podcast was produced by me, your host, Eve Menezes Cunningham, and I hope that it was helpful, and I hope it will encourage you to remember and connect with all the self-care resources you already have that are helpful, and that you take the time and look after yourself and nourish yourself and let yourself feel as safe, welcome and loved as possible.